What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for NBA Wednesday, February 26th. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for today's NBA slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Hey guys, our cash game lineup optimizer is now live. Playing cash games is the secret to building your bankroll. So that's why we've created our cash game lineup optimizer that will generate a lineup based on the highest projected ownership. In cash game lineups, you want safer plays that carry less risk and are owned by a larger percentage of the field. By using the wisdom of the crowd, we will generate a cash game lineup based on ownership projections. This new tool is available right now, so come on in and start building your bankroll. Hey guys, I just wanted to let you know, we added our first version of the XFL Position Optimizer, which has projected points, projected value, and we're gonna have projected ownerships in there as well. We're gonna be adding more XFL tools to Draft Dashboard, so come on in and give those a try. Okay, who do we have at the point guard position? I like Ish Smith from the Washington Wizards playing the Brooklyn Nets, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, and they give up the 5th most fantasy points to opposing point guards. Ish Smith has averaged 24.3 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 26 minutes per game with an 18% usage rate. He scored 30, 28, and 25 fantasy points in his last 3 games, playing 25, 27, and 29 minutes. He's projected at 24.9 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5 times value. He's $5,000 DraftKings salary and $300 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 234.5 points scored in this game. That's a super high scoring game, so plenty of fantasy points to go around. It's a home game, a fast-paced game, and a good matchup. So I like Ish Smith here versus the Brooklyn Nets. Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $100 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won, and then we'll send you $100 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you. Okay, who do we have at the shooting guard position? I like Devin Booker from the Phoenix Suns playing the LA Clippers, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, and they give up the 12th most fantasy points to opposing shooting guards. Devin Booker has averaged 42.4 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 36 minutes per game with a 30% usage rate. He scored 45, 45, and 40 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 34, 38, and 34 minutes. He's projected at 40.5 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5.1 times value. He's $7,900 DraftKings salary and $200 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 233 points scored in this game, so another high-scoring game, a home game, a fast-paced game, and a decent matchup. So I like Devin Booker here versus the LA Clippers. Okay, who do we have at the small forward position? Eligible at small forward on DraftKings is Garrett Temple from the Brooklyn Nets playing the Washington Wizards, who have the 2nd worst defense overall, and they give up the 8th most fantasy points to opposing small forwards. Garrett Temple has averaged 21.4 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 28 minutes per game with a 17% usage rate. He scored 32, 38, and 17 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 27, 26, and 32 minutes. He's projected at 21.3 fantasy points here tonight. That's 4.8 times value. So he's going to need about 23 fantasy points to hit 5 times value. He's only $4,400 DraftKings salary and $100 more on FanDuel. We know Vegas thinks there's going to be 234.5 points scored in this game, so a super high scoring game. This guy has worked out pretty well the last couple of games. He's been on fire. I think he can keep it going in this matchup. It's a fast-paced game, fantastic matchup, so I'd like Garrett Temple here versus the Washington Wizards. Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all of our DFS tools for all sports. You can try the Position Optimizer, where you can see the top players ranked for each position. And we added a new Player Trends tool, where you can see the top salary differences between FanDuel and DraftKings. It's a really good tool to help you pick out value for the site that you're playing on. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups. Okay, who do we have at the power forward position? With Ben Simmons out, I like Al Horford from the Philadelphia 76ers playing the Cleveland Cavaliers, who have the second worst defense overall, and they're middle of the pack defending opposing power forwards. Al Horford has averaged 29.5 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 30 minutes per game with an 18% usage rate. So he's getting more minutes now that Ben Simmons is not playing. He scored 27 fantasy points in 30 minutes last game. He's projected at 27.5 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5.5 times value. He's $5,000 DraftKings salary and $200 less on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 220 points scored in this game. It's a fast-paced game and a good matchup, so I like Al Horford here versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. Okay, moving on to the center position. I have 2 center picks for you tonight. So without Ben Simmons, another guy that's going to benefit from the 76ers is Joel Embiid from the Philadelphia 76ers playing the Cleveland Cavaliers, who have the second worst defense overall and they're middle of the pack defending opposing centers. Joel Embiid has averaged 48.4 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 31 minutes per game with a 33% usage rate. He scored 79, 41, and 70 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 36, 29, and 41 minutes. He's projected at 50.4 fantasy points here tonight. He's going to need about 52 fantasy points to hit 5 times value. He's $10,500 DraftKings salary and $300 less on FanDuel. So I love that FanDuel price. This guy can put up a monster game. The ball's going to be in his hands all the time without Ben Simmons on the court. It's a fast-paced game and a great matchup. So I like Joel Embiid here versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. So Embiid is kind of an obvious stud play tonight. So if you're looking for a lower salary center, I like Montrezl Harrell from the LA Clippers playing the Phoenix Suns, who have the 13th worst defense overall and they're middle of the pack defending opposing centers. Montrezl Harrell has averaged 33.3 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 28 minutes per game with a 26% usage rate. He scored 30, 39, and 55 fantasy points in the last 3 games. He's projected at 31.9 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5.5 times value. He's $5,800 DraftKings salary and $300 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 233 points scored in this game, so a high-scoring game, a fast-paced game, and a decent matchup. So I like Montrezl Harrell here versus the Phoenix Suns. If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smiggity smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this NBA slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again and good luck. This is a quick reminder, you should be reading the comments of this video. We have some savvy basketball fans who watch these videos and they often give great plays and call me out when my picks are wrong. Wisdom of the crowd is a great way to get a feel for what players the field likes in today's NBA slate. We also have a DFS tool that shows you what players our members like for today's slate, so you can come on in and check that out.